Hello, good morning, all the way from Hamilton in New Zealand. My name is Minzy, and this is a Chelsea shirt because I don't have a white shirt and black tie on me. Um, Sorry for the delayed reactions. I'm all the way in the future. And of course, I definitely foresaw the fact that Chelsea finally ended their run of 6 losses in a row and finally got a draw for once in their lifetime. And we keep saying our motto is win, lose, or draw, Blue Coat and Clear Lake out. Our motto should have changed to lose, 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 lose. Blue Clo and Clear Lake out. I've forgotten what it feels like to get a draw. Never mind a fucking win. We haven't won a Premier League game since March. We prior to the game against Nottingham Forest, Chelsea hadn't scored a goal in 9.5 fucking hours. And we got a draw against Liverpool away. We've taken 4 points out of 6 against the reigning champions. Now, before I start, I'm gonna give a special little shout out to my brilliant friend, Mr. Diemi. Um, I've got your Honda sticker, bro. I have got this beautiful Honda sticker. I've still got it on me. I've promised my fellow Kobe Vissel fan that I will get that sticker onto Anfield, because if anyone has ever gone to Anfield in the away section, many fans bring stickers and it gets stuck on like a sort of fridge or little memorabilia wall for everyone to see. And as soon as I mentioned it to him, he was really looking forward to seeing that happen. I said I promise I'll do it, and I'll do it for him. But I was in Sydney at the time, so unfortunately for you, my friend, I couldn't get it done. But I keep my promise, bro. I keep my promise. I said I will go to Anfield when it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. I'll be in the away section. I'll get this wonderful sticker of yours onto Anfield, and a piece of history for you and all my Kobe Vissel fans out there. So sorry about that. I'll I'll do it for next season. I promise I'll do it for next season. Um, Onto the game itself. A lot of people are looking at it from more of a Liverpool perspective rather than a Chelsea perspective, and calling it a very bad draw. And to be honest, I agree. I'm not going to look at it from a Chelsea perspective. Very rarely am I going to look at it from a Chelsea perspective. Um, because there's something that's going to connect both Liverpool and Chelsea together in a minute. But it was a bad result for Liverpool. It says more about Liverpool than it does for Chelsea. Chelsea, we know, have given the fuck up. The players are not playing for the badge. They just want the season to end. They want the World Cup to start. They've started their summer holidays early. Um, they didn't turn up for Nottingham Forest away. I mean, at home, and lost 3-1. And we just had this inclination that they're just going to sack off every game except for maybe the FA Cup final, which is, of course, this Saturday. Um, what do I see in my future predictions for that game? Don't know. I don't fuck all for the future. I'll be lying if I said I did. But that was the view. That was the consensus. That's what Chelsea are doing. They themselves no longer believe in the project, and they've just given up. But I think the reaction that they received for the Nottingham Forest game, where they lost 3-1, probably was a rocket up the backside to say that, you know what, you got what you wanted in Liam Rossini sack. We fully sympathise and understand that you don't want to be at this club under this ownership. You've had enough. You don't believe in the status of this club anymore. We get that. We're with you. We don't want to play under this ownership either. We want them gone as well. But that was totally unacceptable in the way in which you down tools. You can down tools to Liam Rossini, fair enough, because at the end of the day, he's an inexperienced manager. He shouldn't be in a Chelsea job. I hope that he gets a decent job somewhere in Europe or somewhere in the reaches of England, somewhere, and he revives his career. I think he just needs a little career break, just reassess, and he'll do great in his next club. I have every confidence. It was unfair on Rossinha to be thrown into the limelight of the Chelsea dugout. He really should not have been there at all. Um, but you don't just sack it off against Callum McFarlane either. He doesn't want to be there. He hasn't got a fucking pro UEFA Pro license, for fuck's sake. He's still applying his trade for the under 21s or under 18s or wherever it is that he's trying to apply his trade. He doesn't want to be there. We know he doesn't want to be there. We know he doesn't want to manage Chelsea's first team. He's not the right man for it. He should continue applying his trade for the under 18s, under 21s. He's a member of our staff. You don't sack it off under him. Don't fucking put him under the bus. He doesn't want to fucking be there. Fucking hell, start acting together. Start being actual Chelsea players. Start actually playing with a fucking bit of pride. And they did so against Liverpool. They really did turn up against Liverpool. We can slag them off against Nottingham Forest, but against Liverpool, they were actually genuinely the better team. And that's something very, very, very rare for me to say. It really does. And I say it's more on Liverpool on how bad they were in this game than it does for Chelsea. It really does. Because they've been criticised for their draw against Tottenham, and they've been heavily criticised against the draw against Chelsea. Which one was worse at home, the one against Tottenham or the one against Chelsea? I'm going to argue that the one against Chelsea was far worse. At least with Tottenham, they're fighting for relegation. They've got something to fight for. You know what I mean? They are gonna give 100% effort and commitment to try get something from the game. You know what? Even if it was under Tudor, who had lost the dressing room a long time ago, they still had something worth fighting for. We don't. We're not going to get into the Champions League. We're not going to be fighting for any of the European places for the UEFA Conference League or UEFA Europa League. We don't even deserve to be in the European places. Okay? So we had fuck all to fight for. We were there for the taking. We have been spread eagled, legs open, and absolutely shafted by teams left, right, and centre. We were there for the taking for 6-0. But I said I predicted 4-4 for this game. I genuinely predicted 4-4 for this game because I said Liverpool are fucking useless and Chelsea are fucking useless. I was nearly spot on. Generally, Chelsea could have been 3-1 up at half time, and Liverpool, yeah, all right, won the second half, and they probably could have been 4-3 up, or like it could have been 4-4. In the end, it was a draw. All right, fair enough, it wasn't 4-4, but it was a riveting game. It was an exciting game. It was a game as if it was like both teams are trying to fight for the title, and instead we're both languishing in mid-table mediocrity. I said that there was something that was going to be connecting both of us together, and that name is Xabi Alonso. Listen, as much as I want him, I would dearly love him. This guy has played for all of the top clubs in Europe, Liverpool, your Bayern Munich, your Real Madrid. He has worked under some amazing coaches with Mourinho, Rafa Benitez, Zidane, and was it Zidane or Ancelotti? I don't know who was under Real Madrid, but he's been under some amazing managers in his managerial career. He won obviously the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen, which was almost unimaginable, and then he goes off to Real Madrid, where we all can see that he was unfairly sacked. He had a very good record at Real Madrid, and they sacked him. They sacked him. They sacked him because it's Real Madrid, and they expect better. And unfortunately, they've got mutiny. But I'm not here to talk about Real Madrid. That's their own kettle of fish. I would love it. I would genuinely love it if Alonso comes to Chelsea, but I don't think he will come to Chelsea, even though reports in the media suggest otherwise. I think what will prevent him from coming to Chelsea is the fact that we don't have any ambition. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what our style of football should be. We don't know what our motto and mantra should be. Heck, we are not even called Chelsea Football Club. They keep wanting us to be rebranded to CFC LDN. We're a mess on the pitch. We're a mess off the pitch. Our finances are all tits up in the air. The fans are disconnected from the club from the players and definitely the owners. We've had enough. We still are having enough. We've had enough of them. We're gonna carry on our protests against Leeds United, sorry, against Manchester City in the FA Cup final and against Tottenham on Tuesday. Before I would have said no, don't bloody protest against Manchester City in the FA Cup final because at the end of the day, it's a trophy on the line. It's the biggest game of our season. We need to concentrate and put our full support in. Now, fuck that. Fuck that. No, 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 no. Fuck that. I agree with the protest. If I can come back for that protest, fine. But it might be a bit difficult for me because I'm on the other side of the fucking planet and I am going to be starting my journey on Thursday. So for the next video for Chelsea versus Manchester City, I'll be at Wembley Stadium. I've got tickets for that game. So hopefully I can try and get in on the protest. If not, let's see if Chelsea can win a trophy. Inshallah, God willing, we do win a trophy. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And we know that Alonso will probably not be given free reins of the team on who he likes to pick and choose, on who should be deserving of a place on the team. No doubt we'll play good, exciting football under Alonso, but like I said, if he hasn't got control of the team because the owners are pestering him for, make sure you play the players that we tell you to play so we can flip them for a profit, Alonso's not going to take that shit. You think this guy who's built the reputation he's had as a player, who's won trophy after trophy as a player and has won some trophies as a manager, is going to take the shit that is going to be given to him by Todd Bowley and Iqbali? He must be fucking joking. He's going to do this to our ownership and tell us to fuck off. And more importantly, I think he's waiting for the Liverpool job. And as much as I hate to admit it, I also think he should be the next Liverpool manager. I really do. There is no question about it. Slot should not be the manager. I was saying this to my mate Kyle, massive Liverpool fan, good friend of mine, that Slot should have been sacked after the Nottingham Forest game when they lost 3-0 at home. I was like, no, the players are not playing for him. It was the most disjointed, disorganized, most disgraceful game I've ever seen Liverpool play in my lifetime. That was the alarm bells. That's when I went, my God, Slot needs to go. And I understand the argument like, listen, mate, we're not Chelsea. We're not going to just sack him considering he's just won us the Premier League title this season before. We're going to give him the sack. But, mate, that performance was so alarming that I was like, mate, he needs to go. He actually genuinely needs to go. He's diabolical. And the fact that what made me laugh so much was that, fine, you're going to bring Isak on. I was going, get Gakpo off. Get Gakpo off is what I was saying in my head. I mean, in my head, I wanted Gakpo to play on. I want agent Gakpo. I mean, Gakpo's been an agent to every single fucking team possible, but he was genuinely agent Chelsea for us today. He was amazing. He was our best player on the pitch after Cucurella. I thought Gakpo was going, but no. Agent Chelsea stays on and he takes off Rio and Gamoa, who was their best player of the. I was laughing when I overheard that on the YouTube live stream. I was laughing. The Chelsea collective supporters were laughing on that watch along. It's just a laugh. It's just a joke. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? That they booed that substitution. There were boos at full time. Liverpool fans are not happy. They want him gone. They want him gone. They want him gone yesterday. They wanted him gone day before yesterday. They wanted him gone last week. He needs to go. I'll be honest, he needs to go. There's no point keeping this man. He hasn't got a fucking clue what he's doing at Liverpool. He really hasn't. He's going to end up in a season trophy list. They still haven't guaranteed Champions League football in 5th place. Okay, they still haven't guaranteed Champions League football. It has been an absolute disaster. It has been an absolute disaster. And if there's one set of supporters you don't bullshit, it's Liverpool supporters. All right? Once they make their feelings known, that is it. And they've made their feelings known. All right? Like I said, with Liverpool fans, you don't fuck with them. They managed to get rid of an American ownership. And they're they're turning their heads on this ownership as well under FSG. They're not happy about the season ticket prices going up and up and up for next season. And they're certainly not happy with Slot remaining in the managerial hot seat. You know, like I said, you don't fuck with Liverpool fans. If they've spoken, that's it. He's gonna go. I'm sure Slot is definitely going to go at the end of this season because it's going to be untenable if he still remains throughout the summer holidays. Trust me, it's not going to be pretty. Okay, it's not going to be pretty at all. And I think Alonso should go to Liverpool because A, he knows the club inside out. He has got a great affinity with the supporters. He knows the beating heart of Merseyside and what's required and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable at Liverpool Football Club. I think he should go to Liverpool. And that's me being genuinely honest. I genuinely speak from the heart and being genuine and honest. And I, I would love it. I would absolutely be overjoyed and over the moon if Chelsea can hire him. But I don't think he should go there because we're just gonna do a lot of bullshit with him, and he should go to Liverpool. Slots should go. He should go to Liverpool, and you'll make Liverpool a force again. But let's see if we can tie him down before Liverpool eventually and finally sack Slot. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days or weeks because it is gonna get really feisty. I can assure you that much. I can assure you that much. Anyway, talk briefly about the game. It was an exciting game. I did predict 4-4. It probably should have been 4-4, but oh well. Combination of being offside is probably what didn't, and really poor finishing is what made it not a 4-4 game. Liverpool Chelsea team lined up. Liverpool lined up with Mohamedashvili, Curtis Jones, Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Kirkes, Frimpong, Ryan Gravenberch, Soboslai, McAllister, Ryan Gamoa, and agent Chelsea, Mr. Cody Gakpo. Chelsea lined up with a pleb in goal, Jorgensen, Malagusto, Fofana, Colwill. Oh, thank fuck, Colwill's back. Fuck me, there's a bit of slight stability with Colwill back. I'll take Colwill with one leg, never mind a fully fit Colwill, sorry. Hato, Barma, Santos, Fernandez, Caicedo, Cucurella, and João Pedro up front. We didn't have the services of Pedro Neto, and thank fuck we didn't have the services of Alejandro Garnacho. We kept Mr. Adebayo on the bench. We are wasting Josh Achimpong. Romeo Levia was also on the bench. Liam Delap was also on the bench. Thankfully, he didn't come on either, the dickhead. Reece James, he did come on the 67th minute for Andre Santos and Kavuma McQueen. It would have been nice to see Mr. McQueen. Really would have done, but we'll see what happens between now and the end of the season. Anywho, onto the game itself. It really could have gone either way. I don't know what Chelsea's deal with is in trying to survive the 10 minutes without conceding a goal. They actually could have gone a couple of goals up before Liverpool finally took the lead. Again, I'm getting this all of what I heard on the live stream, on the Chelsea watch along / the highlights from Liverpool and Chelsea Football Club, because I don't have a VPN and I can't be asked to obtain a VPN to watch highlights of Liverpool versus fucking Chelsea. From the throw-in on the left, which was not taken in the right position at all. Cucurella passes it into João Pedro, swivel turn shoot on the left, goes harmlessly wide. And then Cucurella intercepts a pass, passes it on to Palmer on the left. He tries to whip in across and is collected by the goalkeeper. So we thought, yeah, there's a little bit of an early incentive there for Chelsea. A nice Good quick start. But unfortunately, a nice quick start turns into a nice quick goal for Liverpool instead, and we just have a habit of conceding goals. It was a free kick initially for Liverpool. The free kick excellently blocked by Colwell against a Szoboszlai Thunderbolt. It comes back to Gerkes, who passes it into Rio, and Rio was sensational. This guy had five men trying to take the ball off. Five Chelsea players were trying to take the ball off him at one stage. But anywho, Rio and Gamo on the left slides it into Gravenberts and he puts it into the roof of the net. Stop saying top right hand corner. Fuck off with the top right hand corner. If it's top right hand corner, I'll be saying, you know what, Jorgensen unlucky. I can fucking save that shot. I'm sorry, I can save that shot. What the fuck are you doing, you dickhead? It's next to you. You just literally have to jump, fly through the air, and just tip it over the fucking bar. You got a hand onto it, but you're not strong enough. You eat too much fish. You haven't got any strength, bro. You need to have some upper shoulder. You just need shoulder and chest strength possibly, and a little bit of tricep strength to lift that ball over the bar. It was a shit save. It was a shit save. You're sort of decently positioned. I'll give you that much. It's literally a jump to your fucking left and tip it over the bar. It begs the question on why you're on Chelsea's book. You are generally one keeper that needs to be sold. Generally needs to be sold. I'm not having this conversation. I'd rather have Sanchez as the backup goalkeeper and an accomplice fucking goalkeeper of any fucking kind as our number one. It should have been Petrovic, but we told him to fuck off, haven't we? So what can we do? 1-0 to Liverpool. Then Chelsea really started to dominate this half. Caicedo to Enzo. He passes on to Cucurella on the left. He puts in a wonderful cross from the left. It goes all the way to the right, and Gusto on the stretch puts it into the 6-yard box. And I thought Pedro was there for a tap in, but good defending by VVD, and it prevents an equaliser. And then we go on to the next part where, what do you call it? What happened next in that game? Let's go back again. I've written my notes somewhere. Where are we? Yeah, Jorgensen again. This prick. Lazy goal kick. Hits it straight to Frimpong. Cross was blocked by Hato, and it goes out for a corner on the right. McAllister plays it short. I think he comes to Curtis Jones, who whips in a beautiful cross to the back stick, and Virgil van Dijk blazes it over the bar. I don't care that he's a centre half. He really should have scored, or as I say, hit the target and make the goalkeeper wet. He should have scored. He's got a good record against Chelsea. Lazy defending by Enzo Fernandez, bit of a shirt grapple, and then he goes, "Fuck it, go ahead, have a little shot on goal." So they're being 2-0. Then Colwell in the middle finds Palmer beautifully. He almost makes a perfect thread of the needle pass through the middle for João Pedro, but he should have touched the ball. It goes through him slightly, and then he wasn't able to catch up with it and get a shot off. It was a good take by Mamadashvili in the end. He smothered. Then Caicedo on the left lofts a ball to Cucurella. No one really in the box. So he tries to go across the goalkeeper. It was saved fairly comfortably, but it was good movement by Cucurella. And then almost the same retake. It was almost the same carbon copy replay. Caicedo again on the left, lofts the ball to Cucurella. This time he chests it and tries to sit the ball up nicely for a volley and smash into the back of the net. But again, goalkeeper, good anticipation, smothers it as soon as Cucurella chests it. Then Gakpo, Asian Gakpo, thank you for a wonderful, useless foul on Fofana. He wasn't going anywhere. Free kick comes in from Enzo Fernandez, absolutely atrocious. But then equally was Liverpool's defending. It's like anyone could have, from the Chelsea players, could have knocked it in. It flicks off Fofana off the inside of the post and it goes in. If there's any way we're going to really score a goal, it has to be by the most shittest ever free kick you'll ever see. It was a comical goal. I think Fofana actually touches it. I mean, we're gonna have to go into the realms of Sneeko and hotspot in terms of if you follow cricket. Well, I do. Being a good win for Bangladesh against Pakistan, but less of that. But no, I actually think Fofana touches it. Goes in off the inside of the post. 1-1. Um, and then Caicedo, he passes a great ball just to the left centre to Enzo, who latches on. He's 1-on-1. I think he could have gone slightly a bit more forward. He smashes a shot sort of straight at the goalkeeper. It's a good save, but I think he should have scored. Then Caicedo to Cucurella on the left. What was it? This was early on in the second half. Caicedo to Cucurella on the left, passes it across the box, and then Virgil van Dijk, he intercepts the ball, almost goes an own goal, ricochets off the goalkeeper, Palmer taps it in for 2-1, except that the pass from Caicedo to Enzo, he was slightly off. Caicedo to Enzo, Caicedo to Cucurella. Cucurella's left knee was slightly offside, so the goal was chalked off. Then Curtis Jones, he dances and he walks around our midfield. He passes on to the right to Frimpong, to Sabozlai, and he crosses it into the back stick for Agent Gakpo to be lazy. How are you offside from the honesty? It was so bad. At the back stick on the left, puts it on a plate for Curtis Jones to score, but because Gakpo was offside, goal was rightly chalked off. So two offside goals, one apiece for Liverpool and Chelsea. Then Jones to McAllister, back to Jones to Gravenberch. He got absolutely taken the fuck out of. I don't know who took him the fuck out, but he got clattered from behind. It rolls to Sabozlai. Gravenberch gets up very quickly. Sabozlai passes it on to Gravenberch, spreads it out wide to Frimpong on the right. He has a cross that was blocked by Santos, so querying if it's a penalty. But mate, when you're trying to block the cross and you're going on along the carpet sliding challenge, your hands are going to be backwards. It's not in a natural position. So correct decision for not a penalty. He comes back to Frimpong. He passes on to Sabozlai. It's a good save by Jorgensen, diving to his left-hand side and preventing the ball going in. Then Virgil van Dijk passes on to Gerkes on the left, and then comes up to Gakpo, comes into Sabozlai, who comes slightly inside from the left and smacks a shot onto the outside of the left post. Beat the keeper, all ends up. If it was on target, it would have been 2-1 to Liverpool. Thankfully, hits the outside of the post. Hato collects a loose pass from Isak, who was on the right-hand side, on Liverpool's right and on Chelsea's left. Isak was trying to pass it to Frimpong, but he was behind him. Breaks the Hato, passes it to João Pedro, who dances around a couple of Liverpool defenders, and he tries to curl it into the top right-hand corner, just like Gravenberch did at the same end, but it goes over the bar. Isak then wins the ball of Caicedo just on the right. Tries to pass it on to Frimpong, and he was blocked off by Cucurella, who kicks it out into the cup for a corner on the right. It was whipped in by McAllister. Was it? No, not by McAllister, by Szoboszlai, sorry. And Virgil van Dijk smacks the top of the crossbar. And twice they've hit the woodwork. And then finally, Hato to Cucurella to Pedro on the left. Again, he dances, and I am going to be controversial. Frimpong tackles him from behind. They were looking at it for fucking ages, and they still didn't give the penalty. It is a penalty. I'm sorry, it is. You tackled him from behind. So Pedro goes over, so there'd been a penalty. Should have been 2-1. Well, actually, I don't know if it would have been 2-1 to Chelsea if Cole Palmer was going to take that penalty. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Should have been a pen. No, they didn't bother giving it. VAR, another shocking weekend. Likes to give VAR decisions for Arsenal. Yeah, foul on the goalkeeper, preventing equaliser. Yeah, sound. But every time Arsenal do it, let them carry on. You know, foul on the Man United goalkeeper. Yeah, score from it. Fair play. 1-1, not a foul on the Man United goalkeeper. Against Chelsea, Declan Rice handles it. He literally elbows it like a chicken over the crossbar. Not a penalty. Carry on. Thankfully, from the carry on, we scored the equaliser. And then keeper, let me just deck João Pedro and punch him in the fucking face. Yep, no, sound. Play on. Not a pen. Fuck it. I'm resigned to the fact that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. They have Mikel Arteta, who's now apparently better than Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson, should I say, sorry. And they also have an Arsenal squad that are the best thing since sliced bread. Saka's better than Hazard. Zubamendi is better than Lionel Messi. And Gabriel Jesus has Cristiano Ronaldo wiping the mud off his boots. Go ahead, win your fucking league title. I've fucking had enough of you cunts. 1-1 it finished. A mess for Liverpool, a mess for Chelsea. Wish we can get Alonso, but I think he's going to go to Liverpool, and I think he should remain at Liverpool. Entertaining game. It could have been 4-4. Instead, it finished 1-1. Didn't quite match my high octane 8-goal thriller that I predicted earlier. Thankfully, we got the point, and hopefully, inshallah, God willing, we will win the FA Cup against Manchester City somehow. And hopefully on Tuesday we'll get to relegate Tottenham or help them on the way to the Championship, God willing, and God willing, West Ham United beat Newcastle United as well. Right, that's my holidays done and dusted. I'll be back for the game against Manchester City at Wembley Stadium. I'll be back in the UK, back again, and well, biggest game of our season. Let's see what happens. Goosebumps because I'm a bit chilly. I keep forgetting Australia and New Zealand are the upside down world, aren't they? They're in the bloody winter season, but well. Looking forward. I'll start my journey on Thursday, hopefully in time for the FA Cup final for Saturday. Goodbye, good night, God bless, and Gunnar, I wish you actually gave me a better plane ticket, you dickhead. For fuck's sake. I mean, thank you for sorting this package holiday out. I give my little travel agent friend a massive shout out. He's sorting me out fully. So, honestly, I can't thank you enough. I'm really grateful. Oh, why am I spending 20 hours in Istanbul? Fab. I mean, great destination. Not sure if I've got any more budget left to really appreciate and explore the town centre of Istanbul. Been there before a couple of times during my, my study years in Bulgaria. But enough about me and my past life. Onwards and upwards for our game against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. So goodbye, good night from wherever in the world you are. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you on, hopefully, God willing, on Saturday against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Peace.